Iran. It's one of 3 countries that are still on the state sponsors of terrorism. And I think it's important that we have some clarity. There are some issues that are outstanding. It's one of the most important foreign policy initiatives that the President has taken forward, but I still think it demands a lot of clarity. We were hoping that the clarity would be provided by Benjamin Rhodes. He's the Assistant to the President and Deputy National Security Advisor for Strategic Communications and Speechwriting. He's obviously a very talented and trusted person in the White House. I do not doubt his talents and his knowledge, but the deal that had been spun up and sold to the American people, I'm not sure was as clear as it should have been. And I have serious questions about the transparency, the truthfulness, and when it really ultimately started. And I think those are legitimate questions as we move forward, because here you have a state sponsor of terrorism in Iran, and we still don't fully know the answer to a lot of these questions. Now, some may think they know the answers to all these questions, but there's still a shroud of secrecy, and I think this is a very viable thing to look at. Mr. Rhodes was in a unique position to offer this perspective, given his heavy duty and work on this. What is mystifying to me is how readily available he made himself to the media, but only select media, those in his echo chamber. He showed obvious disdain for people with foreign policy credentials. He showed great disdain for the media themselves. He's entitled to those personal opinions, but he also elected to share those with the New York Times and put them out there. He was also very negative about Congress, going so far as to saying could not have a rational discussion, I'm summarizing here, with the Congress. So we provided that.
Does the executive privilege apply to media interviews or only to appearances before Congress?
I don't know the full answer to that, but I believe they're free to talk to whoever they want to in the media, but they did claim in Mr. Eggleston's letter to claim executive privilege.
So is that a yes or a no? Does it apply when you're being interviewed by the New York Times or ABC or CBS, or just when members of Congress want to ask questions?
Evidently, when members of Congress.
I thank the chairman for that clarification.